So, this is not the video that I said it was going to be. This is not the video that I promised you. Ain't that just the way? So this video was an accident. I'm so serious. This was an accident. Okay, I didn't mean to make this video. The canvas just turned on by itself. No, I'm serious though. Out of curiosity, I filmed this way earlier than I would in the week, by the way. Like, I truly did not mean to make this video. I jumped on this as fast as I could. We'll get to that. I was kind of just, like, messing around. It was very early morning. I was kind of, like, getting into the groove of, you know, doing my daily work, doing my things, doing my stuff. And I was like, you know, it's almost May, which means it's almost July in my brain. It's almost May, which means it's almost July. And that means it's almost ARTFIGHT. Have they dropped the theme yet? Because last year I joined very late because I did not intend to join. I was not going to do ARTFIGHT. I was like, I don't have time. And then I saw all my friends talking about it and I was like, oh, I have to do ARTFIGHT. I have to do ARTFIGHT because all my friends are doing ARTFIGHT and I want to attack my friends. It sounds very bad out of context. I really wanted to like, just the community aspect of it, I've always thought was really fun and really interesting, and something that I wanted to be a part of, but something that I never had time for. So I was like, I'll make time for it. I'll figure it out. Okay, I'll do it as a warm up or something. I'll figure it out. I will figure it out. I want to do ARTFIGHT, but I did everything so last minute. I did everything so last minute, and I was stressed and I was scared. Okay, and I was tired. I was so tired that I was burnt out and only got 2 attacks out during ARTFIGHT because I was tired, okay? I loved it. I loved seeing, you know, all, like, I literally have so many attacks that I need to do this year because of people that attacked me last year that I didn't get to because I was tired. And so I really wanted to do things ahead of time, like organizing my characters, theming my profile, and stuff like that. So I went on the ARTFIGHT website and I was like, did they drop the theme? Spoiler alert. They did not. Maybe they have by the time this video goes up, but I was researching this on April 28th and that was not currently readily available information. Okay, they had not announced the theme yet, so I was like, boo, okay, sad. But then I saw something as I was scrolling to see if they did, and that was Sprout Fight. And I was like, what is Sprout Fight? And basically it's just like a little fun event that they were doing where they had palettes and a few prompts and you could mix and match however you wanted. You really only needed to do one thing from the event. You could pick a palette, a prompt, or you could mix them, you know, however you wanted. So I was like, ooh, okay, that's adorable. I immediately saw the Lotus Flower palette and I was like, oh god, okay, I'll do it as a warm-up because it would be so fun. And then I started sketching it and I was like, nah, this is the video this week. Because I love this piece so much. Literally from the thumbnail on, I was like, oh my god, this is going to be perfect. This is going to be so very much fun for me to work on. I was very, very excited. So the Lotus Flower palette, I love her. She's gorgeous. It's pink and green. Can we talk about that? It's pink and green. Pink and green are some of my favorite colors, okay? I love pink and green. If you look at my work, a lot of it includes pink and green. Sometimes it's literally just pink and green. Other times it's like pink and green with like blue and purple, you know, like very, very like soft. I don't want to say pastel because some of these are quite vibrant. But like, I don't know. I like the idea of like fun candy coated colors. Okay. And the combination of pink and green in particular, like they're pretty much complementary because pink is basically red. So it's basically perfect. It's a really just like refreshing, satisfying palette to look at. Back before Starbucks was evil, me and my partner used to get matchy pink and green drinks because I loved the strawberry acai lemonade refresher and they would always get a matcha, and so it was perfect, right? It was perfect. It was super cute. I would always take pictures of our drinks next to each other, but now they're evil. So we don't go to Starbucks anymore and I really need Dutch Bros to drop a matcha, please. But yeah, I think this color combination is very pretty. So as soon as I saw the Lotus palette, I was like, yep. And similarly to me just liking the palette, as soon as I saw the palette, I was like, you're also a monster. I don't know how to explain this. Super bright, like vibrant colors like this always make me go, okay, you're a monster character now. You could be a demon, you could be a fairy, I don't care. You are unhuman, you are otherworldly. I'm so excited. Hot pink skin. It will be so fun to render. I love rendering like non-human skin tones like that, because I just get to play with colors so much. And you can play with colors with like human skin tones and stuff too, but there's just something so satisfying about drawing somebody with like pink skin. It's so fun. Or like green, or like purple, or blue. All of them. It's fun. It's really, really fun. So I love doing that. And I knew right away that I was going to be doing a monster character for this. I also was like, okay, so because I'm seeing this very last minute, I wanted to go super simple with it. Literally just a headshot, quite literally. Like, I mean, it's just a head and neck and shoulders. Like, not even like fully like rendered off the canvas, like implied that there's more. It's like literally like chopped. Very shapely, very cute. A lot of what I used to draw was literally just like heads disconnected. Like literally just head and shoulders. No knees and toes, just head and shoulders. Because it was kind of like my comfort zone. I just loved drawing like feminine characters, portraits, none of the extra bits. Okay, I don't need any of that. I overthink when I do stuff like that, because then I'm like, oh, this character needs accessories and they have to like be posed and their expression and blah blah blah. And like, yeah, okay, this is good to think about, but also not in the way that I obsess over it. So I was like, okay, return to form. We're just gonna do a head and shoulders, kind of like what I did for my Mint Elf redraw that I did back earlier in the month. Just something simple, something easy peasy, so that I don't have to stress about it. Okay, so that was really helpful. Having like a very simple subject matter, but then kind of like including themes that I enjoy, and then a color palette that I love, just made this piece come out so easy peasy, so simply. I really love it. So again, this is the Lotus Flower palette, right? So I was like, okay, we got the palette, we got the theme, now it's called a lotus flower. What if I made Lotus Monster? And it was very easy to do. As soon as I had picked all those things, I was like, okay, so horns spreading from lotus flowers would be super cute. And then as I was kind of like rendering the character, I was like, you know what would be so cute is if she had like, it's this thing, I'm gonna pronounce it wrong, probably. I think it's called like a huajin or something like that. It's just those little red markings that you see in like Chinese makeup and stuff like that. Usually like older like period pieces, but I think it's like a modern thing too. I think people still do this. But it's just like a red, usually like a flower or some other marking, just to be pretty. That's what they're for. As far as my research saw, it was literally just like it's pretty, which slay. I love that. So I was like, that would be so pretty if she had this thing. And as I was looking, originally I was just gonna do like some dots or like some like petals, because I think the thing that I was thinking of is just like 3 little petals, and I was like, that's so cute. But I want to make sure that like I get the markings correct. I don't want to just like come up with a random one. I want to like actually use something that would have been drawn. And so I looked up a couple of references, and I was like, oh my god, there's a lotus one, stop it, that's perfect. So I used that one, and I love it. And then I saw my partner the same day sent me a picture of Gaga with one, the exact same one, and I was like, stop it. I love that show. I need to finish it. It's so good. But I was like, the odds that you sent me that as I was drawing one, unreal. Mind reader. So I was a little giddy about that. So then I went and I added that in, and then it was kind of like the perfect thing to tie it all together. The piece came together, I mean, so easily. I don't think I struggled with a single thing other than the color palette, because at first I wanted to go with pink, obviously, for the skin, and then green for the hair, and then the lotus flowers had slipped my mind, right? They had slipped my brain, and then That's what it was. So in my brain, I was thinking of like, I wanted the horns to be green for some reason. It was like there was a disconnect. I think because they were separated visually in the drawing by the flowers. I was like, okay, green horns, pink skin, green hair, and then I wasn't thinking about all of them together. So when it came time for me to put down my flats, I was like, oh, wait, hold on. If her horns are green, that means her skin is green. And if her skin is green, that means I need to do pink hair. So I did a little swatch of that. You guys might see it off to the side, actually, because I kept the layer just in case I changed my mind. So you might see like a green skin variant. And while I did like that illustration, like those colors, it wasn't giving the same like vibe as what I was wanting it to. And it also changed like the color of the lotus on her forehead too. I was like, okay, because I wanted the flowers to be pink. So I was like, okay, pink flowers, but then pink hair. What am I doing? What do I do? And I was panicking. And then my partner was like, why don't you just do the dark pink skin for the character and then the super light pink for the flower? And I was like, oh my God, why did I not think of that? I was sitting here thinking I had to use the same pink for both parts. And I was like, oh God, no, that's not gonna work. And then they were like, please, just use the white pink for the flowers, and then the hot pink for the skin, and then the green for the hair. There you go, honey. You got it. And I was like, oh my God, I got it. And then I rendered it and it was perfect. I really, really, really like it. Genuinely, this is one of the favorite things that I have drawn in recent times. I showed it to all of my friends as I was making it after I finished it, and I was like, don't snitch. This is a YouTube video this month, okay? Or this week. Don't snitch, okay? just look at it. I love it. I'm obsessed. Oh, also very last minute, because this wasn't in the initial sketch, I was like, what if she had little petals coming off her ears? Wouldn't that be so cute? And kind of like tie in the lotus a little bit more. And I'm very glad I did that, because I think without it, it would have been like a little bit too simple, and also there wouldn't have been enough of that light pink, even though I went very bright for the background. As you guys will see, it looks almost white. I promise it's a little bit off white. It's like very, very, very light green. But yeah, I threw some of the lighter pink in the background as well, just to kind of like brighten it up a little bit, and to tie that color in more. But even then, I feel like if I hadn't done those little ear petals, that it wouldn't have come off the same. I also went with like some really, really thin hair strands around the character, which I don't normally do. Normally I'll do like I did it with the line art. Normally I'll do that with like a paint over the top, which I don't think I did any paint over for this piece, which is nice, because as much as I love doing paint over, it also means that I get nitpicky and I spend way too much time on it. So the fact that I was able to get that detail in the line art and still really enjoy it by the time we got to the finish, come on now. And it was also super thin. Normally those end up a little thicker. And there's just something like, because I was trying to give the illusion that she has really fine like flat hair. It's a little like wavier in the ponytail part, because I was basing it off the way I did my hair that day. I did like a half up, half down type stitch. And even though my hair is straight, when I like tie it up, it gets wavy. So I was like, maybe it would have a little bit of a bounce, a little bit of a body up top, but then like the place where it's like left down, it's like more straight, more fine. And I think having the really thin strands, I think sells that idea more of like, this is really like thin, fine hair. And I like it a lot. I really like it. I love the color palette. Again, I have to keep saying this. I really tried not to stray away from those colors. There are a few colors, obviously, that aren't strictly from that palette, particularly like with the skin and stuff and the blushing and everything, because I wanted to deepen those tones, and obviously that was the darkest pink in my palette, so I allowed myself to kind of like use those as the base and then build off of them. And the same with the hair. We only got 2 green tones, and the green tones were very close together, so I was like, I fear we need to add some more values, to add some more contrast here. So I did that. But yeah, for the most part, for the most part, I stayed with this palette and I love it. I'm obsessed. The only thing that I wish that I had done, but I already submitted it, so I'm not gonna touch it again, is I forgot the highlights in the corners of her mouth. I'm so upset, but everything else is perfect. not to like toot my own horn and be like, my art is perfect. I don't think it is perfect. There's obviously like mistakes that I see in there, but like it's genuinely like one of the better things that I've made recently. I can still look at it and see the mistakes and still be like, but it's cute. I love her. I want to make her a sticker, but I'm trying to like be like, do I need to make every single thing that I like a sticker? Because sometimes it's a pain to make stickers because my Cricut is old and my printer is old and they hate me. But at the same time, I love this illustration. So if you love this illustration, first of all, subscribe to my channel so you can see more like her. Okay, please do that. Come on. You're this far into the video, 15 minutes. Come on, subscribe, please. Second of all, if you want to see her as a sticker, leave a comment down below. Tell me to make her a sticker. Is there a lotus emoji? Let's Google it. There is. Drop a lotus emoji if you're still watching. If you're still watching too, you might be interested in a little thing called my Patreon. Thank you to all of my current patrons on screen here. You guys are amazing. If that little sentence intrigued you there, if you're not part of the Patreon, but you would like to be, you get a ton of cool stuff on there. You get commission discounts, shop discounts, early access to YouTube videos, physical rewards in certain tiers. You'll get prints and stickers sent to you in the mail. I'm doing a zodiac theme for 2025, the Chinese zodiac. Every single month is a different animal. As part of that calendar, April's was the monkey. Wait, do you? No, you can't get them in the mail anymore, but you can download them if you join my Tarot tier. They're available for download. But if you want to get something physical in the mail, this month is a rooster. And I haven't designed it yet, so I don't know if you should be excited about it. But hey, if you're the rooster, maybe now would be a good month to join. Anyways, that is enough yapping for me, you guys. I will see you next week where we will actually do that no undo. Wow. You see why I need that undo button? Next week where we will actually be doing the no undo challenge. I love you guys so much, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye.